Morning, everybody. This is Mike Herb from Ingram Micro, and I'm here to show you how to do an Aruba deal registration. I'm going to take you first to the Aruba HPE Partner Portal page. This is the home page for when you would have logged on. And on this, when you get to this page, you're going to notice that you have some tools there. And if you don't have the tool that we're looking for, you can always add it. The tool that we're looking for in order to be able to do an Aruba deal registration is leads and opportunities. Now, once you get to leads and opportunities, you're just going to click on View Tool, and it's going to open up to this particular page. Now, you may get this message here about verifying your email. I know I have already done this, so I'm just going to X out of that. It's not necessary. And once you are on this page, if you want to do an Aruba deal registration, click on Opportunities. And in Opportunities, you will get a box over here, this green one that says New Opportunity. That is the one that you want. So click on that as well. And this is going to take you to a form that you have to fill out. Now, the information that they're requiring here is for the end customer. Right. So the customer, if you are a reseller or if you are an Aruba partner, then the information that they want right here is the customer that you're going to be supplying the HPE Aruba products for. All right. So in this particular case, I'm just going to type in AAA, and this is going to be our end user. We're going to search for that, and it pulls up this name, AAA. And I'm going to select that. So that is already in the system. And there is an opportunity if the end customer is not in the system already, there is an opportunity for you to be able to add them. But for our purposes, for this demonstration, we're just going to use somebody who's already in the system. Okay. Opportunity name, you're going to have to give it some kind of name. The customer itself that you're dealing with may want you to give it a particular name, or you may want to create a particular name for it. In this case, I'm just going to call it Aruba Switching and APs. Okay. Pick a close date. All right. Obviously, if it's in red, it's mandatory information and has to be filled in. So the close date and the opportunity name have to be filled in. Contact first name. All right. Who are you working with at the end customer? That's what this is requiring right here. So in this particular case, I'm just going to type in this information. And this is the contact email address that we'll be working with. Obviously, this is my information, and I'm using this just for the purpose of the demonstration. What you would be doing is you'd be using it for the customer that you're actually working with. Okay. All right. Phone number. Okay. Select a role. We'll say this person that we're dealing with is sales. Okay. Now, once you get this information in, this required information, and you want to go on and continue to follow through with the Aruba deal registration, be sure to check this box that says Add Products and Continue with Deal Registration. Then you click Next, and it takes you to this page. All right. It's asking for the customer budget amount. I'm going to put in 100,000, and notice I do not use any marks of punctuation there, commas or periods or decimal points. All right. This is a ballpark figure. It is better to go a little bit high than to be too low. All right, you don't have to exaggerate it, but that is a general guideline. That is a decent one to follow. It's also asking you, are you the sales contact for this deal? In this particular case, I'm going to say, yes, I am. Now, if I say no, then it would lead to this dialog box, and you just put the information in there. But in this particular case, I'm just going to say yes. All right, and business group. What you want here is the HPE Aruba networking. All right. Now it's going to take you here, and it's going to say available product groups. These are all of the product groups that are in the Aruba product line. In our particular case, I'm going to choose campus switching and WLAN access points and controllers. Now notice when I select those two, it puts them in the selected product groups, and it lists all the PL codes. These are all the PL codes that, if your deal registration gets approved, will be discounted. If you need to find something else or to look a little bit further, they do have a search field over here. The other guideline that I give is that when in doubt, just click the box. All right. So if you don't know whether you're going with core switching or campus switching, then there is no harm in selecting both. Okay, so I just selected both there just to demonstrate that. In this particular case, it's asking if this is an E-rate project. I'm going to say no, this is not an E-rate project. All right, if you say yes, then obviously it would be considered as an E-rate project. So it's just a dialog box there that you would click. All right, selecting reseller. Now, if you are an HPE partner, you're a computer reseller, then this is where your information comes in. All right, so right here, you're going to click select reseller. And I am going to, for the purpose of this demonstration, say that I am working for TXC. All right, and I will do a partner search for TXC. They are in the system. And once again, if you are not in the system, then there is a way to be able to demonstrate, there is a way to be able to put yourself in. All right, I'm not going to do that in this particular demonstration, but for our purposes, we'll just say we're TXC. But know that if you are not in there, you can add yourself. All right, TXC, I'm going to select that. That's the company, yes, and it's going to ask me for contacts. And I am going to do a contact search here. And two of the contacts, I'm going to say the one I'm working with right here is Paul, all right? Or the one that I am. In this particular case, I'd be saying, yes, this is me, and I want the main contact to be Paul Goodwin. All right, I'm going to click Save. Oh, excuse me, that's good that came up. You've got to click this button here to make sure that they're selected as the primary partner. Then you click on that, and you get brought to this page, which is Products and Solutions. All right, and the information that they're looking for right here is to register the deal. All right, we've got all this in. We've already put in this information. We're going to go with Register Deals. We click on that. Giving it it's working. Associating reseller, associating products. Okay, and it's giving you a box to check here on what type of deal this is. And for our purposes today, this is an Aruba deal registration. All right, so we're going to click that. Okay, you can see some of the other choices there, but we're clicking on Aruba deal registration. We're going to next. And at this point, what you would do is you would submit for approval, and you'd get, it's a 24-hour SLA on that, and you would know approval for that about a day from the time that you did it. I will not do this because I do not want to clutter up HPE's deal registration processes with tests, but this is the last stage that you would do before you would submit the approval. And when you submit the approval, there'll be on your screen, you'll get an OPE number that pops up, and that's how you're going to be able to track your deal registration. It's going to say OPE, then there's going to be a dash, and there's going to be a couple zeros, and there's going to be it's going to be a 10-digit number basically that begins with a couple of zeros. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, you can feel free to contact me, Michael Herb at ingrammicro.com. My email address is michael.herb@ingrammicro.com. You can call me at 716-633-3600, extension 65308. Thank you. Hope you have a great day.